What's up guys, FanOZ2 here, and I'm clearly doing something entirely different than whatever else is on this channel, since most of this channel is video games. Except for that one time I did a Samurai Jack review, and the Space Patrol Lulucore review, and the times that I promised to kill a killer. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, cartoons or anime in general, animation hasn't really been a staple on my channel. It comes and goes various times. However, even art, my speed paint stuff has started to dwindle down a bit because I kind of forget to record that kind of stuff. Not only that, but I also just I mostly do this late night, so when I do it late night I kind of just want to stick it to myself, and I just kind of forget that I can record. So things like that will be coming back eventually, like the Black Breath Hardy Dank series. I'm definitely going to continue that because I actually do have more ideas that I want to do, because of the fact that I'm going to be participating in a Pokemon Zine. I kind of want to mix the styles a bit. But aside from all of that talk, and aside from the constant worry of my computer that's in almost every video where I'm talking, I wanted to talk about the Teen Titans Go announcement. And I'm actually a lot surprised. Not even a little, a lot surprised, because as you as a person, you know, if you're into cartoons or not, what happens is that cartoons that are normally on TV, that are just animated series on TV, don't normally get their share on the limelight on theatrical. I believe the first movie to actually do that was the Rugrats movie, I think, and then there was a surge of it for a while. I think the only real example that I can go off where has been constant is kind of SpongeBob, where the fact that they already had 2 movies out, and I think a third one is on its way for 2019. I think 2019 and 2020, one of them. And I wanted to see Sponge Out of Water, never got the chance to, and I still haven't seen it yet, even though they showed it on TV. So what happens happens, but that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is Teen Titans Go, and the fact that it got announced to have a not a TV, the TV show is actually getting a movie, a theatrical release, not like a straight to DVD, or not just a TV show, like a TV, like a on TV movie, like how Powerpuff Girls just did the Power of 4 thing. No, it's an actual theatrical film. And I am surprised, because although the My Little Pony movie is coming out, I'm still surprised that that's getting a theatrical movie. I know Equestria Girls had a theatrical film as well, but that was only in certain places. And I know Pokemon even had theatrical releases, but again, for the black and white movie, that was certain locations. For the I Choose You Pikachu. Oh wait, is it called I Choose You? I think it's just called Pokemon I Choose You. Even that's only getting a few areas. And Pokemon Movie 1, I actually don't know how that was distributed. But again, like I was trying to say, movies that are based off cartoons, and I mean TV show cartoons, aren't very rare. Are very rare. And now that we actually have another one coming out, it's kind of weird to actually see this. But mostly this talk is specifically about Teen Titans Go, and the fact that the show isn't that. I'm personally not a fan of the show, although I do like I do like the show. Just the fact that most of the episodes are a lot of the episodes are very missed compared to Hit, and that's why it kind of confused me. It personally confused me. I was there's so many bad episodes of the show. Why would they make this movie? And to be totally honest, it actually is a very successful show. Cartoon Network constantly plays it, and although people may think that, oh, it's a bad show, it still gets a whole lot of views, and the fact that Cartoon Network is constantly playing it also plays a part in why they're getting so many views. So it also does make sense. That also does make sense of why they're able to get a theatrical film, because there is a lot of popularity among the show, whether it's negative or positive. Now the thing about that is, I'm actually kind of am curious as to what they're gonna do with this, because Teen Titans Go Teen Titans Go specifically never really had a plot. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't have a plot now. Like, I don't even think if there's any. I think there was only like a few times where they did like a few like what, 4-parter episodes, but that's really it. That even then, that's not really like, I wouldn't say that's really a plot. It's more of just they're doing a certain thing, and let's just keep it going for a little while. The real big reason why I'm so curious about this is the fact that Teen Titans Go barely has any action in it, and when I say action, I mean towards actual villains. Like, they might have they have occasional one-off episodes, or like, well, not one-offs, because they do keep the villains from, what was it, the original Teen Titans, but it's not as frequent as I would like it to be. And that's actually where I'm actually curious about this movie, because of that simple fact. If Teen Titans Go doesn't really have a plot, how is this movie gonna work? And although this show is on Cartoon Network, it is owned by Warner Brothers, who actually has shown that they can do action. And although their movies may have bad reception now, it still does show the fact that they can do something. Clearly, most of DC's cartoons do better, are more popular than their actual like live action theatrical films and stuff. So that is a very curious thing, because if most of their movies have been bad, but their animation stuff has been good. Remember, Teen Titans Go is also DC. If Teen Titans Go is getting a movie, but it's also a cartoon, and most of DC's cartoons do well, does that mean that this could do well as well? Not just from the fact that it has the amount of support that it'll get from parents who take their kids to the movies, but also the fact that it could actually be a competent movie, maybe. And I say maybe because, like I said before, to me, this show is very miss, and that's where it's very confusing. Like, I'm very eager to actually go see the movie myself when it comes out 2018. I believe it was 2018 June or July, and that's kind of what I'm saying. That, yeah, I'm very curious to see it, and that's why I kind of am making this video, because although this show doesn't really do much plot-wise, now that it's getting a movie, it kind of has to do that. I've never seen a movie that had like no plot, and I don't mean like, I mean that honestly. Like, there are comedies that still have plot, like Harold and Kumar movies. They still have a plot, so that's why I'm so confused. If this show that barely has an overarching plot, I'm curious as to whether it will have an overarching plot for the movie, and that's where I think a change might be coming for Teen Titans Go, where maybe they're actually taking the cartoon seriously once this movie comes out, or maybe it'll just be a standalone thing, like, you know, kind of how like SpongeBob does it. Like, it's like everything from SpongeBob after the movie is, or before the movie, they still has no relevance to the actual movie. It's kind of just like one really big episode, and that's it. And that's kind of what I think will continue happening for Teen Titans Go. But I also, like I'm going to keep saying in this video, I also still am very curious, because that means that there's possibility that the writers may change for the movie. I mean, that the chances are they might not have the same writers. It might be a different team. Maybe there's like, say it's like a team that wrote Suicide Squad. I'm just putting something out of my hat. But what I'm saying is that anything could actually happen, and with such the bad stigma that Teen Titans Go has gotten, if it can actually pull like a decent plot and actually be very competent, that'd be amazing. And do I really think it's gonna happen? No, not really, but I do think there's a possibility for it to happen. Like, I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to anything. Like, when it comes to My Little Pony movie, I have stopped watching that show, because I don't really know when Discovery Kids airs it. But I'm actually very interested in the Melatonin because I used to watch the show a lot, and that show is very plot oriented. So that's why it kind of makes that's why I kind of see that there's more reason for it to have a movie. But with a cartoon that doesn't really have that much plot, that seems very weird to give it a movie. But then again, like I said before, SpongeBob had a movie, Rugrats had a movie. Even though Powerpuff Girls didn't have an overarching plot all the time, it still was able to make competent episodes. So that's another thing. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. Is the fact that what was it? That Teen Titans Go isn't really that competent in its writing. It's a comedy, and it knows how to be a comedy. It knows how to be funny. But when it comes to actual action, it relies too much on its comedy, and that's kind of the big deal. That's where I think that's where really the problem is for me. It's the fact that realizing that, okay, wait a minute, this is going to be a cartoon that might actually end up having a plot, or it just may end up being a straight up comedy, just like how all the episodes are. And that's really weird to me. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over it, but maybe when we actually do start seeing more of the movie, when we actually do start seeing trailers and stuff, and maybe something may change. I don't know. But as of right now, I don't really see how well this could go. I don't think this could actually go well in general. But hey, who knows? The world is up to many possibilities. Like, honestly, I don't think many people thought the SpongeBob movie would be as good as it was. That's personally one of my favorite movies. And I mean, not just because of the plot, but because it's very funny, and I liked SpongeBob. I mean, I don't watch it that often today because, again, don't really know schedules. I don't even think the Gold actually shows SpongeBob that much anymore. I know like they show it, but not as often as they used to. So I mean, at least that's something. But I mean, it's still the fact that hey, it's something that I enjoyed at one point. And I mean, chances are, if I go back to the episodes that are airing now, maybe I'll still enjoy it or something. I'm just talking now. What I really wanted to do from this video is just start up, at least trying to bring cartoons on my channel in some way. Maybe talk about them like a monthly thing, or like if I think it's warranted or something like that. But I thought Teen Titans Go movie was the best way to start it, because so far I've heard about this the announcement in like 7 different Discord servers. It's like more than 7 times. So I mean, this is kind of like a big rising thing that people actually kind of do care about. People who love cartoons, people who are like me, who would take art as a big thing, So I wanted to kind of bring art back on my channel in a certain way before I start bringing back the review, before I start bringing back the speed paints. And I do want to do reviews. It's just writing them while also trying to do college now. It's going to be very difficult. I don't know how I'll be able to do it. I don't even know how I'll be able to do the freaking Sonic Mania review, but I'll find a way. So honestly, that's kind of just more of a video to kind of get me back into the groove of reviews, talking about cartoons, talking about anime. I get to that, and just talking, and also kind of like practice with recording videos. So hey, if you like this video, let me know. Talk about it down in the comments, what you think will come out of the movie, how bad you think it'll be, how much you hate the cartoon. Even though I kind of think it's a good cartoon for what it is, for what it's trying to be, just a comedy, not really an action show. Even though it does pull off action very badly, in my opinion. Like, the battles happen way too fast, so it's not like it's just straight up comedy. To be totally honest, there's no like action substance to it. But hey, I'm just one guy with one opinion, and even though my opinion may be shit about among many others, I would still like to see what you guys think in the comments. Maybe I'll check out some of the other videos of people watching who talk about this. Hey, you never know. I mean, maybe I'll become a cartoon YouTuber now. I won't though. No, I won't. Definitely won't. But it was just a way for me to talk about something that I actually was pretty interested in, and maybe this will get me back in the groove of talking about things just because I want to. Because that's something I really haven't been doing, like with Sonic Forces and what was it, Pokemon. I talk about that stuff because I love that kind of stuff. I talk about the Nintendo Switch so much because I honestly think it's one of the best consoles ever that I've owned, next to the PS2, to the PS. But aside from that, I do want to vary in different other places where I know my passion resides in. My passion resides in cartoons. My passion resides in manga. My passion resides in video games, and I want to keep talking about that. I want to talk about that to the point where it doesn't feel like out of the I want to make videos where it's like out of the blue, but it's like, okay, well, a new video by this guy. That's what he talked about, may be unexpected, but a random video, now that's not as unexpected, you know. Like, I could talk about Teen Titans Go this video, and then my next video could be about Hellboy or something, you know. That's what I'm saying. So I want to just get into the rhythm of talking about anything I want to talk about, you know. And I think Teen Titans Go is actually a perfect start to that, as weird as it may sound, like, with how bad the show is received. But hey, that's just how we see it, and kids may think entirely different. They may think it's the best show ever. I know my little brothers do, so hey, what can I say? I'll talk to you guys later. I'm actually drawing right now too, just not recording it. I'll talk to you guys later in the next video, whatever that may be. I may be working on the Sonic Forces title mock-up again. I may be working on a review, maybe somehow. I actually have an essay to be writing, so yeah, whatever happens, happens. Talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.